Alright, well, I guess here goes nothing. So, to keep my channel pumping out, you know, great content, I decided to do these daily vlogs. Just, I think it'll add some fun to everything. And also, it just seems like something interesting to do. Um, I'm outside right now. Damn, quite unfortunate. It's Sunday right now. I just got off work earlier today. I worked my night shift at Amazon. I got home and I chilled, made some breakfast, fucked up the pancakes, but then I fixed them because I'm like that. I'm like that, nigga. After I repaired the pancakes, 2 cups of milk instead of one. Ran out of Bisquick, but I still put it back together. Handled it like a G, as I should. I basically got creatine pre-workout, came to the gym. It's been a pretty shit day overall. I don't know. I just feel like shit. Depression's kicking my ass. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to cut out my pauses because I know I'm gonna be pausing a lot about dumb shit. It's just who I am. It's my natural ability. Yeah. It's actually, it's a pretty nice day outside though. Hoping to get a little bit of tan going on here. And by tan, I just mean get darker because, I'm already light skinned. For no particular reason. I just think it's nice. It looks nice. Yeah. What else did I do today? Not really anything particularly interesting. Might as well talk about myself a little bit because 2 minutes isn't gonna make a whole YouTube video. I want to kind of go on. I don't know. I don't have a car, so I take the bus. I take the bus to the gym. I'm 20, but I am moved out on my own, so I guess that's good for 20. I didn't really grow up rich, so I guess that's good for me at least. I'm hoping to get a car within the next couple months, but then again, I also want to move out to a better place because I just basically am renting a room essentially. I have my own private bathroom, but like the shower is not private. And also I'm technically not supposed to have people over like overnight. I'm not supposed to have people overnight, which I don't, by the way. So yeah, that's cool. Fuck. Everything just sucks. Like I keep staring at myself in the mirror, looking at my workout progress, which would be fine and normal if it wasn't for the fact that I just keep fucking looking down at my stomach area and being like, damn, I'm so fucking ugly. I don't know why. I don't know. I just hate the way I look. Everything's wrong. Proportions are all off. I don't know. Fuck. It just sucks, man. I know like everyone deals with it at some point in their life, but not this long. I just really want to understand how people deal with like how people cope with hating themselves, Like I don't hate myself, but like I don't like myself that much, I don't think I provide enough to the world to be valuable. I guess is the best way to say it. My workout was a lot lesser today. I kind of sped through it a bit. I didn't do much legs since I was standing for 12 hours, so it was not really much. I don't really have to do legs. I did run. I did take like a short run to the gym though. I took the bus, but I also I stopped it early so I could run some, so I could get at least a little bit of leg workout in. And also, cardio, which I do at work anyways because I work at Amazon. I'm basically just standing and walking all day fucking long, and that shit works you. I am kind of proud of myself for getting better. Like me walking down the road right now, just on the sidewalk, is like rare. Kind of possible, just that's possible because of my ankle. But I've worked out myself enough to get at a decent level to where I feel like, I can walk for a long distance and I'll be mostly fine. I'll probably feel it a bit when I get back home. I think the worst days nowadays are just days I don't like take breaks, or no, days that I take extra breaks. Like if I miss like 2 days in a row of no gym, then I'm basically fucked for like an entire week, which it sucks, but you know. I want to jaywalk here. Yeah. I'm gonna just make one of these a day. See what happens. Maybe I'll make them specifically in the morning when I'm at home or when I'm at the gym. In this neighborhood that I'm in, when I was younger, I used to help my mother deliver newspapers, and in this specific area, there's apartments like over there. I'm not going to show you like an address or anything. I don't know who would care to track me down, but there's these apartments, and I remember we used to get food there sometimes, because like there was people in there that would like, give out, like they get like deliveries of food. There's like a bunch of old people there, and there was these people that would just give us like bags and bags of food for our family, because I grew up with like 3 brothers in the house, which is a lot if you didn't know. Like, that's a lot of kids to feed, so we would eat a lot of that food along with whatever we'd buy for the week. Which is interesting, because living on my own, or I normally don't have, I barely eat, like I don't eat a lot, especially because I'm not trying to gain any extra weight or anything. I'm not big or anything, but I'm just not trying to gain any extra weight. Excuse me. You know, it's not that expensive, but my friends have been coming over a lot. That shit it's really hard to feed multiple people on a 1-person budget. Like, I guess my budget isn't like the worst. Like, I make a decent amount of money. I make like almost 22 an hour, which is good. I wish I made more. One time I heard about like a basic starter job in like Canada making 30 an hour, which is, I know they get taxed at the wazoo, but they also get benefits. Like, I haven't been to the dentist in months, and one of my teeth in the back of my mouth is fucking basically gone, and I need to go to the dentist to, you know, fix my mouth up a bit. I do brush my teeth regularly and stuff. It's just, I have horrible mouth genetics, you know. My dad, I think a lot of his teeth rotted out very young age, which sucks because I try to be diligent with my teeth, but I also have a bit of a sweet tooth, so I just love eating sweet shit. But only sometimes. Like, most of the time I don't care for sweet stuff, but I'll get in these fucking sugar crazy, and I'll just need something sweet. It's normally when I'm like really hungry too. Like, it normally only happens when I'm like really hungry, or I'm like tired, and I'll just be like, ooh, I want sugar so bad. Which isn't a good thing that I just indulge myself in that sugar. But I also try not to drink sugary drinks, but they're just, I grew up with just drinking water out of the tap, which I still do. Drink water out of the tap. It's just like, everything tastes so much better than water, which is obviously why it's so easy to be addicted to. I wouldn't say I'm addicted to it. I can drink water. I just would not like to. Like, I drink water I drink strictly water other than the mix of pre-workout and creatine that I take, which is, so other than that, I'm basically drinking only water, which is good, I guess, when I'm working out specifically. But, you know, when I go home, I tend to, like, my partner thinks that, tap water is gross. And I don't like buying big things of water, only because they're hard to get home when you don't have a car. So I can't just buy like a fucking 24-pack of water, because it's hard to transport. Especially if I'm like taking a bus or somewhere. Also, I'd have to carry it around everywhere. So, that sucks a dick. But, you know, it's whatever, I guess. You know, I don't have that big of an issue with it. It's just I don't want my teeth getting worse, I guess. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of things I don't understand about the world. Maybe I'll make more specific videos on them. I just want to make a series of videos, like problems I want to fix in the world, or problems I see in the world. Like, sure, everyone can say racism is a real problem, but there's also the fact that there's such a lot racism exists internally within our structure of our society so integrally to how we run things that like a, a society without any racism, without any internal biases against people of a different skin tone would be perfect, but in our current society, taking that racism, just removing it immediately would dramatically alter our society in ways that I think would be for the better, but I would like to see, like, if you just remove the racism out of people's heart, what would happen in the moment? You know, like, we were all suddenly very equal. Would there be a spike in positions where black people are hired at more higher positions, you know? Would the tokenization of black people and, you know, would that disappear completely? Tokenization of black people, I mean, it's specific media. And I'm not talking about any media. I'm talking about specifically media that uses black people as a tool to not push an agenda necessarily, but like, I guess in a way not push an agenda, basically get their numbers up because it's easier to put a black person in a film and basically coerce the white liberal into watching it. I say the white liberal because I'm talking about people that just like go and they're like, oh, this tokenized black character is so good. What's their personality? They are black. I hate tokenized black characters, but not every black character is a tokenized black character. Some of them are just good written black characters or female characters, you know? I'm at 13 minutes. I think I want to talk for a bit more, and then I'll end this vlog for today. I'll go home and edit it up. I probably won't always do these on my phone because my phone camera's ass, as you can probably tell. I can't see that well because my glasses are transitioned right now, which means I can't tell. I don't know. Anyways, god damn, it is such a nice day outside. Wow. You know, sometimes another thing I like to think about is like death a lot. Human minds can't perceive what they don't know. Like, they can't perceive the absence of everything, like true nothingness, because we only know something to be filled. Even a vacuum is technically filled in our minds with empty space. So the actual concept of nothing is very hard to imagine. At least I think. I can think of nothing, but that nothing has a physical space in my head, technically. Like, that nothing may be like an empty space, but like my mind fills that area with empty. Like, it still technically has something in it in my mind. You can't perceive true nothingness because to perceive it, your brain would have to be like, have to experience nothing, essentially. Just like with infinity, the human mind cannot perceive infinity because nothing is never ending. Time eventually forms all things to destruction. So perceiving infinity is impossible for the human mind. And you may be like, oh, I can think of infinity very easily. No, you can't, bitch. Stop lying. You may think you understand infinity, but you don't. Not from the actual perception of infinity. Not from the idea of everlasting. You cannot simply perceive infinity because your mind isn't capable of it, you know? You can't just, make up infinity. Infinity doesn't exist in a way that, in a physical aspect, because it can't exist in physicality. It's an idea. You cannot grasp an idea. Which is why it actually brings me back to racism, because a lot of people try to say, where's the racism? Like, a lot of people that don't understand like how certain things work in the world, like how racism shapes our ideas and ideologies and our worldviews, they ask, where's the racism? Which is interesting. Touch an idea, like a concept. You cannot touch racism. Racism is not a physical thing. Which is why, people will be like, oh, A lot of people are like, oh, show me the law that shows that racism is legal. Of course, there's no law that shows that racism is legal, but it's not about that. It's about the fact that racism exists in our society as a concept. You cannot physically touch racism. Sure, there are physical embodiments of racism, like the KKK or like certain laws that used to exist within our society, but we get rid of those physical figures, which is what makes people so powerful sometimes, because they don't hold any actual physical object that makes them powerful. Like in superhero movies, everyone has like a physical object that makes them strong and powerful and dominant. You know, that physical object gives them control over other people. You could say that's money in our world, but there's also like a lot of people don't realize in our world we don't necessarily have to have physical objects, but there are concepts and ideas that keep these people powerful. Elon Musk isn't just famous because, you know, or isn't just, you know, super strong because he has a Tesla or he has a factory, you know. It's because of the status he has and what he creates that makes him, you know, powerful. The essence of what he is, you know. Like, let's say a Ku Klux Klan member, they are a physical embodiment of the power of racism coming to fruition, you know. A group created based on the hatred of the concept of racism. The hatred that inherently comes with racism, because racism is hatred. Well, they also represent the power of the system, you know. They may be a physical representation, but they also hold power simply because they represent the system that they try to uphold, the racist system they try to uphold, with, like, you know, is like a representation of the same system they're trying to uphold, the concept they try to uphold. I'm probably explaining this terribly, which, you know, I've been going to the gym for about, it's getting close to 2 months now. About a month and a half, 1.75, somewhere around there. I gotta check the actual data, so I'm going back. But it's been exciting, I guess. You know, getting back into at least decent health. I know I'm never gonna be in perfect health due to my condition. You know, it's just the way things must be for me in this world. But try my best. This condition is a lot to handle, you know? I mean, you don't know, you don't have it, but there's probably a lot of experiences that you've probably been through if you're watching this, and, you know. A lot of people say, like, which I might speak about this in an individual video, but there's like I watched an I'm Dante video where he was like, if you really want to do your thing, go and do it. There's nothing stopping you. It's only your own fault. And I hate that mentality that it's only your own fault. Now, of course, you have to blame yourself partially for some things. But, like, if you're being swindled and twisted, altered every moment since the very beginning of your birth with ideas that shape your entire personality and the way you are, every single experience shaping a part of you that makes you more reluctant to chase your dreams, really bad, not doing it. I say you have to get past those, obviously, but there's a certain level of you don't have control over that. I tend to believe that humans are purely nurture. Well, they're nature and nurture, obviously, but they're mostly nurture. Like, nature is the aspects that they are born with. You know, like mental conditions or physical conditions, you know, who raises them, things like that. Or not who raises them, that's nurture. Like mental conditions, physical conditions, how tall they are, how their hair is. All these things are all nature, but there's a huge aspect of nurture that goes into everything we do that shapes our personality. Like, none of the features of it matter if you don't, like, love yourself. Like, if you're truly beautiful, like fucking 10 out of 10 gorgeous, even though attraction is subjective, let's say you're, 10 out of 10 gorgeous, most people would see you as beautiful, all right? But at a young age, you were, basically taught to, like, that you were ugly or something. Like, you're just not good looking. No one ever thinks you're... You can't ever think about being good looking because everyone always told you growing up you weren't good looking. Even though you may have been gorgeous, you may have been cute when you were a kid. You may have grown up to been like a fucking gorgeous adult. And like everyone since from the age of 0 to 30 has told you you're ugly as hell. Alright? Everyone in your life, because they have like some pettiness at their heart, which came from their nurture of their parents telling them that they weren't anything, so they had things to pass down to you. And that basically destroys your confidence to the point where you truly don't think you're beautiful. I think even with your beauty, even with the benefits that you may get from your nature, your nurture will naturally alter you to look more like ugly. Like not really ugly, like you're not going to be actually ugly, but like you may take care of yourself less, you may treat yourself worse, and that may lead to you like not looking the best you can be, even if you have like say all the features that are commonly seen in society as beautiful. I don't know, it's a big it's just a lie, I think the idea that you can just get past everything that you are and just become your best self just automatically it's just like you can just force that, and not even automatically, but like you can just force it out of you no matter your experiences, no matter where you're at in life. I think that's such a unrealistic worldview because it doesn't take into account real world lives. I think a lot of people don't take that into account, especially hateful people, because they don't think of real people. They think of black and white. The world is so black and white, and so when they think about real people, they're not thinking about real people, they're thinking about a caricature of what a human being is meant to be. And everyone acts like that to some extent. Like, even I have my own biases that I know and try to repair, like some of my biases against, like dudes or girls, both. I have biases against both that I don't think are the healthiest or the best for society in general. Not that I'm not saying like I think I'm not a misogynist or misandrist, but I do have some ideals that maybe consider misogynist, which is why I think everyone's a little bit misogynist, a little bit misandrist, because we're told at a young age how humans are supposed to act in a non-objective, very black and white sense, and it automatically develops like biases that don't leave room for freedom of choice and free will, or free will to an extent. I don't necessarily believe in free will, which is a whole nother conversation. Like, I don't think that human beings have natural and complete free will. I think we have free will, but we have the freedom to choose to an extent, but not the freedom to act necessarily. Like, let's say, like, logically you know that planes are bad, but you have a deathly fear of planes for some reason or another. You may have seen a plane crash or something. You're deathly afraid of planes. Logically, you can fully have made the decision that planes are not bad. You could have put the answers in your head and been like, planes are actually literally the safest form of travel. You could have seen all the statistics. You could have never had a bad experience on a plane before. But your fear is telling you that, it's not good, You're gonna die if you get on this plane. Someone's gonna try to kill you, a whole bunch of bad things. And I don't think that's a good thing, obviously. I think it's very bad and very unhealthy. But, that I think that's just the way the human mind works. I don't know. That was actually a lot of talking that I didn't think I was gonna do. I got 27 minutes out of that. It's gonna be a lot to cut, but who fucking care? Yeah, thanks for listening, I guess. Oh, hey, cat. I saw a cat. Hi, cat. What a nice fella. Sorry, I'm just exploring. Wow, that bike has been deconstructed. Sorry, I'm just kind of exploring. Anyways, yeah, that's it for this video, or this vlog. I'm gonna do these daily. I'm gonna do it daily. And when I get home, I'm gonna record TikToks, and we're gonna be good. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna try to grow. I have dreams and aspirations, and I want to meet those goals. And to me, in my mind, the most logical way to get there is by making content, as it is one of the easiest things I can do. I can simply just get on a computer and edit. I have a very nice laptop that I've had for years that I can easily edit like all of these videos down into like 10 minutes. So yeah, that's good. Anyways, I love y'all. Hope y'all have a good day. See y'all later.